I just had an incredible warm-up episode. What do I mean by that? It means I just talked to this camera, not realizing that I pressed the record button one too many times and it wasn't actually recording. Yeah, we yapped for a minute, actually many minutes, and it's gone. It's gone. Or should I say it never existed. So it was a good warm-up. I'm outside. It was just raining. It's now calmed down. I was outside listening to the thunder, looking for the lightning. I was trying to actually get a couple recordings of the lightning, but it's since calmed down. And, I'm feeling actually much better than when I first was recording before. Turns out talking about things really helps. Really just helps get things off your mind. And, I've had a past few days where I've been beating myself up a little bit. There's always this voice telling me that I should be doing more. I should be studying more. I should be listening to more audiobooks and watching more videos and learning more. There is obviously a part of me that agrees. There's a part of me that knows there's so much value to be had and so much value to share. And it just stems from not believing that I'm doing enough, not believing that I am enough. I stayed complacent with a lot of things. And I also know I've grown a lot. My baseline for today, my standard that I've set for myself, is miles above what it was just a year ago. Like, if I think about the life that I had a year ago and the life that I have now, I see that I'm doing so much better for myself. I struggle to remember that in the moment. I struggle to see that reality in the moment. Instead, in the moment, I'm tough on myself. I'm thinking about the life that I have and the life that I want and how I'm not doing enough to get the life that I want faster. And that's tough. That's tough because it can be true, but it's also not always the most encouraging. If you can get it to a point where it starts the engine and gets you moving, perfect. That is the spark to the fire, and let love be the fuel. But if it's just there to piss on the fire with, there's no fire that's gonna start. If you're just letting yourself down and disappointing yourself and getting depressed, you're not gonna get anywhere. There's a balance to it. There's a balance to what we think and say and do. Because it might not be what we're saying that's wrong. It might be how we're saying it. It may very well be true that there's more for me to do. I do think it's true. But the way that I speak to myself sometimes, I would never dream of saying that to anybody else. And yet I say it to myself. I say these ridiculous little statements that for some reason hit in just the right way to chip away at the armor. None of them are lethal blows, but eventually little comments here and there add up to something truly painful. But then I have this moment. I have a moment where I get to sit down. Sometimes it's to speak to the camera. Sometimes it's right before going to bed. Sometimes it's in the shower. I have this moment where I can just pause because I've pushed myself too far. I've let just enough of those shots hit. And I ask myself, is it really true? Like, what is true? What is reality? The reality is that I am better off now than I was a year ago. The reality is that many days I am doing the best I can with the resources I have. And resources can be anything from money to time to energy to sleep to food to exercise to people. We're doing the best with the resources we have. And yeah, it might not be the best that we've ever done, but that doesn't mean it's not good enough. Are you meeting your standard that you set for yourself? If you are, understand that, this might not be an overperforming type of day. Today's just a performing type of day. At the very least, we're not underperforming. And if we are, let's look at that, right? Let's dive deeper into that. But I know that I've set standards for myself that I can meet, and they're standards that are better than what they used to be. This is me walking that line in between being tough on myself and giving myself grace. I don't want to give myself grace to the point that it becomes like laziness. Like I almost take advantage of my own grace. I don't know if your mind works like that, but my mind definitely can. If I teach myself that, I'll be fine, I could talk my way out of it, and I use that as an excuse to do absolutely nothing. Hell no, we don't do that. But I also know that really trashing myself and making myself feel awful also doesn't always work. Sometimes it's enough to start, but sometimes it's not. I just realized I don't have my glasses on. I took them off because it started pouring so hard before, and the wind was blowing that within a couple seconds I got not soaked, I was wet. And so I had my laptop outside too. Yeah, in a thunderstorm. For sure. Genius idea. So I just brought all that stuff inside, glasses included, just took my phone outside, and I've just been watching the sky ever since. And it's still looking at it now, and it's not even really raining. I needed this yap. I needed to get this off my chest. Today's one of those days that I just want to feel like a relatable friend. I'm not looking to be a teacher. I'm not looking to be someone with all the answers. I'm not looking to just be an entertaining stranger. I'm here to be a relatable friend. Someone that you could look at and say, you know what? I get that guy. Not all of him, but at least that piece. I get that guy. He brings up a good point. This is me in the middle of my problem, not at the end of it. The one at the end is the one with all the obvious answers. This one right now, this is just the one that's here, that's experiencing it. We've all been there. We've all been in the middle of our problems. Saw no way out, probably felt all alone, a little anxious, a little overwhelmed, a little stressed out. And then we've also been that person that was on the other side of it. The one who already solved that problem and realized it was actually quite simple. Not easy, but simple. So I'm in the moment now. Later it'll be obvious, and I will use that information to learn, to grow, to become better. Till then, I'm going to accept the mistakes that I've made, see them as learning opportunities, and do better. Because ultimately, no matter what mistakes I've made, the only way to actually atone for them, to actually do well with them, is to change my actions and behaviors. Actually change what I do. I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself, but I think that's also because I don't know what happened in this video versus the other video. Just yapping. What I said in the other one, that was some straight fire. Sucks that you won't get to hear it or experience it. I mean, technically I could, because I could pull up the security cameras. That's probably picking up my voice right now. Maybe. Yeah, it's not that deep. It's time for me to head out. It's time for me to enjoy the rest of this weather without talking to a camera. Because I just want to experience what I could experience. There's actually a siren in the background. I just realized we're gonna deal with that together. Until next time, just remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Love you.